What's up, guys? Today I bring you another beautiful video again. This one is also from our brother Shamoun. He is trying to bring the Muslim to understand some of the things that are embedded in his religion, which is Islam, and also telling him about the leader of Islam, which is Muhammad. And so I would like you to look at this video and judge for yourself, because the things that they are discussing here is very important for you to know and learn from that. If you're a Muslim or a Christian, please, I would like you to pay very keen attention to what they are saying here. I believe you're going to grab one or two lessons from this video. But before we go into the video, please don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell icon so that you can always get notified anytime I post a new video. Okay, so let's get into the video now.
There are some values that I really like that aren't in like Christianity. For example, like women covering themselves like fully. I think that's something like, for example, people in like in United States, they mock like the niqab, and I think that it's very something beautiful, because who doesn't want his woman to be fully covered? Who wants to show
that's what you think makes it beautiful?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me respond to that. Because you follow the Sunnah, you believe in hijab. There are people who are Quran-only Muslims who say that's not what the Quran teaches. They say it's cover your bosom, not your head. But that's another debate. You looked at this one aspect and saying it's beautiful. But my topic today, which we didn't get into, is when I look at Christianity, the New Testament, and Jesus and Paul, and what they say about women, it makes me hate Islam. I'll give you an example. Can you, according to chapter 4, verse 34, if your wife is rebellious and you warn her, she doesn't listen, and you banish her, she doesn't listen, can you beat her?
Yes, without causing injury.
Well, the Quran doesn't say that, and there are hadiths that a man bruised a woman, but put that aside. So you're telling me you'd be okay seeing your father beat your mother if she's rebellious, and that's beautiful about Islam?
Yeah, I mean, again,
be honest. So if your father was a devout Muslim and your mother rebelled and he beat her, even if he didn't leave a mark, he slapped her, you're okay with that?
I mean, in some sense, he's got to do what he's got to do.
Oh, I see. So your daughter is married to a Muslim man and you love her, and he fears rebellion on her part and he slaps her in the mouth. He's got to do what he's got to do. No, even your response shows you're troubled by that. That's okay. Secondly, we're told in Deuteronomy 21, 10-14, this is 20 years before Muhammad. We're told that if Israel goes to war, because they're going to get attacked, they find a captive woman and she's beautiful. You can take her, but you can't touch her. You give her a whole month to mourn, grieve for the death of her father and mother. And the sign of mourning at that time was to shave your head, have her change her clothes and put on fresh clothes. Then after a month, you marry her, make her your wife. And if you divorce her, you let her go, set her free, you can't sell her. According to your prophet, chapter 4, verse 24, and the authentic sunnah, and I'll give it to you. It says, when Muhammad went to war, they took married women captive. Their husbands were alive. The men wanted to have sex with them, but they were feeling ashamed because their husbands were alive. So Allah sent down the ayah saying, forbidden for you are married women except those whom your right hands possess. So here it says, since you've taken them captive, they're your right hand possession. It doesn't matter they're married. They're yours. You can have sex with them, but make sure they're not pregnant first. And then you can sell them. Are you okay if you're living at the time Muhammad? Be honest with me. God sees your heart. Are you okay if you're living at the time Muhammad? You are not a Muslim. You're a Christian or a Yahudi or pagan. The jihadis come, there's a war. They take you captive. They take your father captive. They take your mother captive. They take your wife captive if you have one. And they have sex with your mother and your wife and sell them. Because once they capture you, you are their property. You okay that Muhammad did this?
Well, I mean, if I pay jizya, will they still do it?
Buddy, Muhammad did it to people at Autas. He had their women taken captive and he had sex with them. So if you pay jizya, good for you, your women don't get raped. What I'm saying, would you be okay if you were there and Muhammad and his followers did that to you, to your mother and your wife?
No, I wouldn't love it. I wouldn't like it.
So then why are you a Muslim, dude?
What Sam was actually talking about there was about the dehumanization of women in Islam. So Sam puts down the way women are treated in Christianity, that even though a woman is captured as a slave, she should not be treated as a slave. You cannot do anything your heart desires to do with her. If you want to do anything with her in the way of a man and a woman, then you will have to marry her legally unto yourself. You allow her to mourn for her dead, after which you can take her as your wife. But Islam advises otherwise. Islam commands you, the man, if you go out for jihad, whatever your hand possesses, that is your property. So the woman, whoever it is, whether you get the woman, you can do anything with her. You can rape her, you can sleep with her, you can do anything, and then you can sell her because it's a property. So comparing the two together, let's say I am someone in the middle. I don't have a religion. But if I am going to embrace something among these two, one shows dehumanization and the other one shows a different way of approach, I think I will go with the one that treats someone more fairly. And that's what Christianity does. So I don't think the way Islam actually recommends that women should be treated who are made captive by war, by Islamists or jihadists. Human beings are always human beings, irrespective of the condition or the circumstance they find themselves at a particular time. And so I should treat a person as the person they are. I shouldn't treat them because I feel now they are lesser than me. So I should treat them as humans. And that's what Christianity shows that you should do. So in that way, I don't think Islam is actually saying as compared to what our consciences will always tell us about people today. And so if that is actually coming from a religious leader and coming from a religion, that a religion actually sanctifies that kind of act, for me, I don't think that's actually a kind of religion I would look into. But let's get into the video. Let's see the next point Sam is actually going to present before the brother. Let's see how they conclude this.
Your prophet is wicked, brother. I'm being honest with you. So you say the things I like about Islam, but you ignore all the evil and filth. On top of one more I'm going to give you, which is nowhere in the Bible, because the Bible assumes a woman has to be mature enough to be married off. Your religion in chapter 65, verse 4, and I'll give you the Hadith Bukhari, Muslim, and Ibn Kathir, talks about talaq, divorce. You don't have daughters, I do. I have a 13 or 11, may they outlive me. But if someone came to my 13-year-old or my 11-year-old and wanted to have sex with them, I'd be in jail for murder or he's going to have to kill me. But let me read to you. Talaq, chapter of divorce, it's talking about iddah. The iddah is the waiting period. If you marry a woman, you had sex with her, you divorce her, she has to wait 3 months. That's the iddah. If there's no sex, there's no iddah, no waiting period. Chapter 65, verse 4 of the Quran. And those of your women as have passed the age of monthly courses, they can't menstruate anymore, that's menopause. For them, the iddah, prescribed period, meaning how long must they wait? If they're divorced to remarry. If you have doubts about their periods, it's 3 months. Now watch this. And for those who have no courses, they are still immature, who have not menstruated yet, have not had their periods because they're young girls who are premature. Their iddah is 3 months likewise. Your Quran says that you can marry girls, minors, who haven't had their periods, and have sex with them and divorce them, and they wait 3 months to be married again. Be honest with me before God. You're okay if a 54-year-old man writes a contract to marry a 9-year-old who hasn't had her period playing with dolls, and he sleeps with her and he penetrates her, then divorces her so that she can be married off to someone else. Would you be okay with that?
In today's age, no.
But wait, it's not only for time Muhammad. This is a command, never abrogate it. It's supposed to be carried out till the end, until Isa returns. So why are you saying in this age, no?
Well, from what I've heard, you can't have relations, you can't consume the marriage until she has reached puberty.
No, you heard wrong. That's a lie. There's no in the Quran that says that or in the Sunnah. The condition, it says, you do not have sex with her if she can't handle penetration. Let me give it to you from your Salafi website, Islam QA. Quoting scholars, Nawawi, Ibn Hajar, and Bukhari. No, that's a lie. Whoever told you that. So again, since this ayah is for all Muslims to the end of the age. So again, you're trying to tell me become Muslim, but now you're telling me these commands are only for that time. So then forget about it. Would you be okay if a 54-year-old man took a 9-year-old and had sex with her in Afghanistan?
No.
You're not okay with it. So why do you follow Muhammad?
Or
So
actually, if because we talk about age, what I would say is if she was a woman who was mentally
what
stable.
9-year-old woman is a woman at 9 when she is psychologically premature?
Okay, so therefore no.
Okay, but your prophet did that with Aisha, and he has it.
What
in
is your
Islam.
proof that she was psychologically immature? I mean, at
Because
that
she was
time you
playing
had
with dolls,
16-year-olds
she was
leading wars.
Playing with dolls and on swings. How many mature women play with dolls and play on swings?
Okay, do you have any proof that
Yes,
at
Sahih
that
Muslim.
time, 1400 years? No, not that. I know she played with dolls, but
You know you are
at
now a
that
dirty
time-
bastard. You know that, right? Now you just proved you are a dirty bastard because you want to justify that your 54-year-old pervert slept with a 9-year-old. And what proof I have? It says she was premature minor playing with dolls. So if you see a young girl playing with dolls, that's not proof that she's a minor. So go mount her with your erect penis. You see, now you sound like a sick, dirty bastard.
No, because can you please I actually like the beginning because we're having like a respectful conversation.
No, I
Just-
can't respect someone that will justify this pervert who's in hell mounting a 9-year-old. You're listening to yourself?
Yeah, but can I just like let me
Yeah,
finish my point, please? Okay.
you make your point.
So, can you give me proof that playing with dolls is a sign of being?
Yes, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani in Fath al-Bari saying, girls can only play with dolls if they haven't reached puberty, because once you reach puberty, you can't have dolls because those are images. Yes, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani in Fath al-Bari explaining why Aisha was allowed to play with dolls till she was around the age 14, because she was a minor who was a child, so she could play with images, which is haram in Islam for women who have reached puberty. Yes. So now you're going to condemn Muhammad?
Again, it would be hypocritical if I didn't do research.
Oh, but it wasn't hypocritical for you to say, well, can you give me proof? And I give you the proof. And now, well, it'll be hypocritical of me to say, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, in his commentary in Bukhari, he says, the reason why Aisha played with dolls when she was taken to Muhammad's home until she was 14, time of Khaybar, is because she was a minor who hadn't reached puberty.
Do you have like any other of the ulama who have said
Buddy,
anything?
if I have to convince you that your pervert molested a 9-year-old, you need to go, man. Keep following this religion. Okay, we'll talk later.
So, guys, you heard it. Talking about Aisha, who at the age of 6 was married to the Prophet, and at the age of 9, the marriage was consummated. And just look around you at a girl child of about 9 years old and marrying her off to a 54-year-old person. Imagine how that is going to be. Imagine how that looks. Today in the world, as a parent, if you are going to think about this through so well, there is no parent in their right senses, if they are not blinded by this ideology, that would outrightly give out their daughter in marriage to an old person, a daughter, a girl of 9 years old. Now, she wasn't even given out for marriage at 9 years old. She was given out when she was about 6 or 7 years old. So now look around you and see and judge that for yourself. But if as a Muslim you are actually defending this and saying this, maybe your conscience might be pricking you, but you are just trying to hide it up because you feel this is your religion and you cannot say it in public. Why do we have pedophiles today? People like that are considered to be people with some kind of mental challenge. But now this is a religion that actually says you can do this at will. It's legal to do it. And even though people say that this was done in the 7th century, today such things are done in different Islamic countries. We must call a spade a spade. This is not right. Anything that God commands, it's actually something that we know. If it is right, we know it's something. Even our consciences tell us that this thing is the right thing. And if it is wrong, it's something that even without we knowing the law first, we know that this thing might be wrong. Because our consciences do tell us. And about this, it's something that's widely rejected. It's something that no one can actually, in the open society, no one can agree with this. I taught God's principles are universal. God's principles are universal. All our laws are actually supposed to be in congruence with the law of God. And so if a religious body says that this kind of thing, it's a bad thing, but yet God permits it, what kind of religion is that? I'll leave it to you to judge. For me, I don't think this is acceptable. Everywhere around the world, there is no democratic nation that's actually going to accept this as the right thing to do. So why is it even only permitted in Islamic countries? And even in Islamic countries, not every parent can do this. Not every parent. There are a lot of people, some can do that, but a lot can't because they know it is wrong. They know it doesn't feel right. Because as a father, I can't watch my 9-year-old daughter married off to a 50-year-old, not to talk of a 54-year-old. But this happened in Islam. Please judge for yourselves. I believe this is something that we should think about. But look at Jesus Christ. All his laws. Look at the Bible. Today we follow Jesus Christ as Christians. When I'm going to choose someone who I'm going to follow, I am going to make a decision to follow a certain kind of people. There are people that every one of us know very well, innately, without anyone telling us that these are the kind of people we want to follow. And so for my choice of a leader or a religious leader that I'm going to follow, I must make sure that their moral character is actually a good one that I can learn from. And what is good, I may know because of my conscience, and what is bad, I will also know. And so if my religious leader actually doesn't follow the thing that is in agreement with my conscience, that I know is right or wrong, then I don't think that religious leader is the kind of person I should follow. And so, look at Jesus Christ. Take a look at Muhammad. Take a look at Jesus Christ. Make a choice. Which one is the one you would follow? However, I leave it to you, as I said before. But the cry of my heart is that as many as watch these videos would always make a decision to come to the Lord Jesus Christ. Because we do not do video like this to bring anyone down. We only do videos like this to reveal the truth. And so make a decision. My own recommendation is that you make a decision to follow Jesus Christ. If you do not know Jesus Christ, please find out about Jesus Christ. Study the Bible. Find out from religious leaders, people that can really lead you to Jesus Christ, that know Jesus Christ. Or you watch videos like this and many other videos on the internet that can give you very good understanding of who Jesus Christ is. How he came into the world. He is God, but yet he humbled himself to come into a woman and become man so that he could have human flesh. And then he manifested as a man so that he could take the punishment for sin, because sin must be paid for. And he took the punishment. He became a man so that he would be eligible to take the punishment of man from man and take it upon himself, so that after suffering that punishment for man, man will not be held accountable for sin anymore. But man would only enjoy the benefits of salvation, with the benefit of a relationship with God. This was what Jesus Christ came for. It was out of love. For love, a person can give their lives for another person. A person who loves you is a person who can say, I give up all my benefits for the sake of this person. I prefer them over myself. I want them to have a good life. This is love. And this was what Jesus Christ did for us. So I urge you, my brothers, make a decision today to follow Jesus Christ. And I believe your life will never remain the same. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I believe that you have learned one or two things. Please put to heart most of the things you learned from this video. And I believe your lives will never remain the same. If you have given your life to Jesus Christ already, I say congratulations to you, because you have made the right decision. Until very soon, when I'll bring another video your way again, remain blessed. Thank you.